The area of the concrete in compression plus the area of reinforcement transferred on the basis of modular ratio is called A. Transferred section, B. Equivalent section, C. Cracked section, D. None of these. The correct answer is cracked section. A continuous beam shall be deemed to be a deep beam if the ratio of its effective span to overall depth is A 2.0, B 2.5, C less than 2, D less than 2.5. The correct answer is 2.5. The depth D of webs without horizontal stiffeners and consisting of tongue plates is taken lesser than the depth of the girder between the flanges less the sum of the depth of the tongue plates, and A 8 times the sum of the thickness of tongue plates, B 6 times the sum of the thickness of tongue plates, C 4 times the sum of the thickness of tongue plates, D none of the above. The correct answer is 8 times the sum of the thickness of tongue plates. The concrete is deemed not to comply with the strength requirements if the strength is less than the greater of A. Characteristic strength minus 1.35 times the standard deviation, B. 0.8 times the characteristic strength, C. The average strength of all the samples is less than the characteristic strength plus times the standard deviation, D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. The maximum area of compression reinforcement in a beam of cross-section BXD is limited to A. 0.02 BD, B. 0.03 BD, C. 0.04 BD, D. 0.05 BD. The correct answer is 0.04 BD. Moist curing of the exposed surfaces of concrete is done at least for A. 3 days, B. 5 days, C. 7 days, D. 14 days. The correct answer is 7 days. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. A. The gross section of the web of rolled I-beams is the depth of the beam multiplied by the web thickness. B. The gross section of the web of channels is the depth of the web multiplied by its thickness. C. The gross section of the web of plate girders is the depth of the web plate multiplied by its thickness. D. None of these. The correct answer is the gross section of the web of channels is the depth of the web multiplied by its thickness. If the ratio of effective span to overall depth of a simply supported beam is equal or greater than 1 but less than or equal to 2, the lever arm is A. 0.2 L plus 2D, B. 0.3 L plus 3D, C. 0.2 L plus 3D, D. 0.3 L plus 2D. The correct answer is 0.2 L plus 2D. If the slenderness ratio of a column is more than 160, the compressive stress obtained by the secant formula is multiplied by a factor in which value of x is A. 0.9, B. 1.1, C. 1.2, D. 1.5. The correct answer is 1.5. For battened struts, the effective length is increased by A. 5%, B. 7.5%, C. 10%, D. 12.5%. The correct answer is 10%. The test strength of the sample is taken as the average of the strength of A. 2 specimens, B. 3 specimens, C. 4 specimens, D. 5 specimens. The correct answer is 3 specimens. The maximum deflection of a structure should not normally exceed lesser of the span 350 or A. 10 mm, B. 15 mm, C. 20 mm, D. 25 mm. The correct answer is 20 mm. For heavily reinforced concrete member, the nominal maximum size of the aggregates should be restricted to a 5 mm less than the minimum clear distance between the main bars, b 5 mm less than the minimum covered to the reinforcement, c smaller of a and b, d greater of a and b. The correct answer is smaller of a and b. The minimum pitch, i.e., the distance between centers of rivet holes, is not less than a 1.5 times the hole diameter, b 2.0 times the hole diameter, c 2.5 times the hole diameter, d 3.0 times the hole diameter. The correct answer is 2.5 times the hole diameter. The grade of concrete generally not used in the reinforced concrete is A M10, B M15, C M20, D M40. The correct answer is M10. The outstand of stiffeners should be where T is the thickness of flat. A 6T, B 8T, C 10T, D 12T. The correct answer is 12T. For the plain reinforcing bars in compression, the permissible design bond stress in tension is increased by A 10%, B 15%, C 20%, D 25%. The correct answer is 25%. The cover to the main reinforced may be reduced up to 1/3 of the specified cover but not less than A 5 mm, B 7 mm, C 10 mm, D 15 mm. The correct answer is 5 mm. The maximum compressive strength on 15 cm³ of M20 grade concrete at 7 days should be a minimum of A 7 nmm2, B 10 nmm2, C 15 nmm2, D 20 nmm2. The correct answer is 10 nmm2. The reduced level of third floor of a building near a column is 205.350 m. The reduced levels of the undersides of 4 beams supporting the fourth floor framing into the column mutually perpendicular are 208.350 m, 208.450 m, 208.500 m and 208.550 m. The supported length of the column is A 3.000 m, B 3.100 m, C 3.150 m, D 3.200 m. The correct answer is 3.000 m. The distance between rivet line and the nearest edge of a joint not exposed to weather is taken where T is thickness in mm of the thinner outside plate. A 6T, B 8T, C 10T, D 12T. The correct answer is 12T. The overall depth of a solid slab is 20 cm and effective depth is 15 cm. The horizontal distance between parallel main reinforcement should not be more than A 30 cm, B 40 cm, C 45 cm, D 60 cm. The correct answer is 45 cm. The ratio of minimum compressive strength on 15 cm³ prepared with the concrete of M20 grade and M40 grade at 7 days should be at least A 1/3, B 1/2, C 3/2, D 2.0. The correct answer is A 1/2. The minimum compressive strength on 15 cm³ of M30 grade concrete at 7 days should be a minimum of A 7 nmm2, B 10 nmm2, C 20 nmm2, D 30 nmm2. The correct answer is 20 nmm2. The grade of plain concrete to be used in seawater or structures exposed to seawater should be A. M-low, B. M15, C. M20, D. M30. The correct answer is M15. In case of continuous beams, the distance between the points of zero moment may be obtained as where L is the effective span. A. 0.5 L, B. 0.6 L, C. 0.7 L, D. 0.8 L. The correct answer is 0.7 L. For the reinforced concrete member totally immersed in sea-water, the normal cover provided for the reinforcing bars is further increased by A. 10 mm, B. 20 mm, C. 30 mm, D. 40 mm. The correct answer is 40 mm. The effective and actual lengths of a cantilever are same if continuous at the support. A. Unstrained against torsion at the support and free at the end. B. With partial restraint against torsion of the support and free at the end. C. Restrained against torsion at the support and free at the end. D. None of these. The correct answer is restrained against torsion at the support and free at the end. The value of FBCT in the formula for calculating the thickness of a rectangular base, according to IS 800 to 1982, is A. 1500 kg per centimeter to B. 1650 kg per centimeter to C. 1800 kg per centimeter to D. 1890 kg per centimeter to. The correct answer is 1890 kg per centimeter to. The slenderness ratio of single-angled discontinuous struts conmected by a single rivet or bolt shall not exceed A. 110, B. 130, C. 150, D. 180. The correct answer is 180. If a column is subjected to dead load and superimposed load only, the maximum ratio should not be greater than A. 180, B. 250, C. 350, D. 400. The correct answer is 180. If the dimensions of a rectangular section of a short column are 15 cm x 20 cm, its unsupported length should be restricted to A. 9.0 m, B. 10.0 m, C. 11.0 m, D. 12.0 m. The correct answer is 9.0 m. The designed transverse shear in lacing is assumed as A. 2.5% of axial load, B. 3% of axial load, C. 3.5% of axial load, D. 4% of axial load. The correct answer is 2.5% of axial load. For the stability of a structural part, the weight or anchorage should be A. 1.2 times the minimum overturning moment due to dead load, B. 1.4 times the minimum overturning moment due to dead load, C. Sum of A and B, D. None of these. The correct answer is sum of A and B. The creep coefficient, i.e. the ratio of ultimate creep and elastic strain after A. 7 days is 2.2, B. 28 days is 1.6, C. 365 days is 1.1, D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. For rolled I-beams and channels, permissible tensile and compressive stresses does not exceed A. 1400 kg per centimeter to B. 1500 kg per centimeter to C. 1650 kg per centimeter to D. 1800 kg per centimeter to. The correct answer is 1650 kilograms per centimeter 2. In compression members, the lap length of a bar should not be less than A12, B16, C20, D24. The correct answer is 24.